Sour and Stiller.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, give an indifferent East Coast welcome to the newest bull rider, Peter the Kid. You know what I am back at the ranch? I'm a breeding bull.
No.
What's that? You gonna find out.
No.
Where you going, fatty? We gonna have a party. Oh, hell no. His arms are...
Bro.
Gotcha. Why don't you rub my belly?
Like it. Nope, I'm.
Long-sleeve shirts.
Wow, you're awesome. You're so awesome.
Checkmated my teenage cynicism.
Take them to the park, or maybe a museum, and I only try to kiss them if they're ready. Woohoo! What? The what is it? What?
In school, all you gotta do is go in there and happily ignore everyone. You'll be popular within 4 days. It took me a day and a half to do that at the job, but it took me 4.5 days to nearly be murdered by my coworkers. Links in the description down below. I literally had it turned into a cartoon.
Oh, it's no use. She's
I took a trip last year with my wife to the Colorado mountains for an art project. My wife is also an avid skier, so she talked me into adding skiing into the trip. We had the option to book a room at a ski resort or rent out a private log cabin. The second one seemed more romantic, so I picked that one. Plus, it didn't hurt that it was cheaper. The cabin was nothing luxurious or anything. It was a single-floor, 4-room little thing. A 2-person bedroom, a small living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It may have been small, but the actual idea of being secluded in a warm log cabin during a blizzard was amazing. However, the storm was interfering with the cable signal, so we didn't have much to do this one particular evening. It was just starting to get dark out at this point, but there was still a decent amount of light outside, so I thought it would be perfect for getting a few shots and videos in the blizzard for backgrounds and wallpapers. I told my wife I'd be back within 10 minutes and slipped on my boots and coat. The moment I stepped outside and shut the door, I noticed footsteps leading up to the door in the snow that had blown under the wooden awning. I could see the prints doubled, as whoever left them there turned and went the opposite direction. I was freaked the fuck out, but I wasn't about to go inside and scare my wife.
That's real.
I decided to give in to my curiosity and followed the prints to the right side of the cabin. Right away, I noticed that they led to the bedroom window.
Pull up hands up, fuck this shit.
My heart froze in fear when I saw this. I could see my wife sitting on the bed using her iPad. She noticed me, and I waved. She laughed.
Hi.
I continued to follow the footprints around the cabin to the other side. They led to the living room window on the other side. Someone was stalking us, but how long ago was the question? I found myself standing there for a good
You immediately get the hell out of there and run.
minute asking myself if I should follow the footprints anymore. For whatever reason, I decided I would. They were now leading away from the cabin. I knew I was following the prints to where this person was going, not coming from, simply by the boot marks. I followed the prints away from the opening and into the trees. That was where I saw him. A man wearing a black coat facing a tree, slouched down looking at the ground. He was still as a statue, and I could see the snow piling up on his hood and shoulders. I froze in my tracks, trying not to make a sound. I would have thought to ask him if he needed help otherwise, but this guy was just standing there, not doing anything, like some kind of deranged freak. I started to gradually move backwards without even turning around, making sure this man didn't turn around or notice me. When I got at a visual distance, I turned around and stomped through the snow back to the cabin. When I slammed the door shut, my wife came over to see what was wrong. I saw worry in her eyes. I guess she saw the worry in mine. She knew I saw something, and after a few minutes of harassment, I finally told her what I saw. She immediately started packing her things, telling me we were leaving right away. I told her no, we're not going anywhere. I would not get a
You
refund for
leave.
leaving early, and I wasn't about to up and leave just because some weird guy was walking around outside.
Do you have a gun?
She made a point of locking both locks on the door and
If you don't
making
have a
sure
gun,
all
then
the
you're
windows were
leaving.
sealed shut. For the
Speaking
rest
of
of the
which,
night,
do you
we
like
read
this
stuff on our iPads. I reviewed
Walking
the pictures
Dead?
and videos I had taken so far. We turned out the lights early as there wasn't much else to do.
Fucking
What if
sure.
he's still out
I
there?
think it's pretty
I
badass.
remember my wife asking me. There's no way he's still out there, I then assured her.
No, there's a way. There's
Listening
always
to
a
the
way.
wind blowing outside, along with the small flakes of snow hitting the windows, was strangely relaxing, and I knew I'd be able to fall asleep quickly. Except if it wasn't for the knock at the bedroom window. We were both still awake, and we both knew it was a knock from a person. I ushered my wife out of bed and out into
Where's
the
my
living room
headphones
without
at? Hold
turning.
up. Hold up. The hell are my headphones at? darn. No one wants to see me react to horror videos today. Oh, dang, I'm trying to react to some horror videos. Don't even know that. Right. Oh, right. I guess I'm gonna watch some YouTube, I guess.
The ones you like never really seem to like you back, and the ones that like you never really seem to like them back. You like me? Oh, well, it's not love, but it's a start. Oh, Janet, you make me the happiest man in the whole world. Cookie? Oh, yes, of course you can have a cookie. It's just like that, too. Epiphany and everything. Female will do all the things that make you fall for her, and then she'll tell you what she wants. But she's probably gotten good at covering it up, so you won't know. Until later on, when those feelings that were so strong about her have gone away, then you realize what it really was. Sad. You know, and it's not every time, but, you know, keep your wits about you guys. You don't care about me. It's my cookies.
On any lights. There was nothing to use as a weapon whatsoever. Our only option was to run before something might happen. I told my wife we'd have to forget our luggage and make a dash for the Jeep. We slipped on our boots and coats in the dark in a matter of seconds, and when we heard a knock at the living room window from the opposite side of our car, we took that opportunity to run. I pressed the unlock button, so grateful I chose to have remote locks on my Wrangler, and we hopped in. The car started with ease, and as soon as the headlights flashed on, the man was standing facing the log cabin on our side now. Not a window, just facing the wall of the cabin in the same position I had seen him in earlier, as if he were hiding his face. We drove to the nearby ski resort without much trouble in the Jeep. We stayed there for the night and went back the next day to the log cabin to collect our things we left behind. He wasn't there.
We clean plate. Although I think
I got more of it on me than in me. That one never gets old, though.
here's your dessert, soybean.
And let's see. Big chocolate maple stewie. And we have something very tasty for big fat you. So never eat.
I'm 27 years old. I live alone in a rural town in Virginia, about 2 blocks away from my parents. My parents are both in their 60s, and my mom has become a very worrisome woman in her old age. Sometimes she walks over uninvited and lets herself in, since I had regrettably given her a key, which can get a bit annoying. Like if I would be out really late on weekends at a bar or with women, I would sometimes come home to my mom sitting in the living room waiting, worried sick. I know you may just think, oh my god, that's crazy, why not just put your foot down and tell her to stop? Well, because you don't know my mom. It's very hard to describe her, but she's the kind of worrisome, innocent little lady that you just can't bring yourself to go against.
Little.
And I hate to mention, she also has mild dementia. Anyway, this was Saturday night. I think it was around 2 in the morning. I was at a nearby club with a group of college friends, really the only place to hang out in this boring town, and I was getting ready to head home. I said goodbye to all my friends and walked the 3 blocks it took to get back to my house. I walked up my front stoop in my drunken haze and dug my hand in my pocket for my keys. When I grabbed the doorknob, I realized it was unlocked. My mom was here again.
I don't give a crap.
I quietly opened and shut the front door, locking it behind me. I put my keys on the kitchen counter and found a note written.
Alright, so this is what I was going to tell you. Because I'm probably going to end it after this reaction. Reason why I have not fucking love ranch. 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 Love it. I just now realized what I did. But yeah, what I was gonna tell you is I'm putting this ranch down. I got grounded for my grades. That's the reason why I haven't been uploading lately. And well, you see, I got them back, and I'm very happy that I got them. Because I told my mom that I would, yeah, I got them back up because they were mostly Fs, but I got them back up, so that's the reason why I haven't been uploading lately. And yeah, so yeah, if you really like, I'm probably going to upload a video later today. Not a live stream, just a normal video. So yeah. So I guess see you guys all in the next video. Peace, my homies. Did it not stop? We're gonna go again. We are gonna go again. God dang it. Alright, peace. No, I'm just kidding. See ya. Why the hell are you asking me this? Yeah, I'm done.